I'm the Blues 32. I tried recording this not long ago. It crashed. So I'm doing it again on a much lower quality level. And hopefully this time it will work. We are all obsessed by being someone, something, somewhere. Being in a particular state of consciousness, health, mind. Being for and from. Being with, being without. You were not an exception. You commonplace thug. For as long as you could remember, the pronoun that described you best had been, I don't know, he. You were very particular about it. Well, I wouldn't like to be called an it. Like everybody else, you called planet Earth your home. But you weren't like most of your peers. You spent your childhood in a slum. Your parents died when you were little. Pretty typical. I don't know what that says. You made it your life's goal to live in Rio. Somehow you wound up in California. You were the wizard. Shut up, phone. Those childhood memories, however painful, gave you some solace. They meant you were someone, and you intended to keep it that way. Armstrong made a step on the moon, and suddenly everybody wanted to be a part of something. You witnessed nation-states pop out of existence. Selenites became the privileged class of citizens. They were the minority who had traveled to space. It was hard to reconcile the modern world with your early days in Rio. The United Earth government paid for your college. I wanted to see what the rest of the universe looked like. Soon you joined International Transport Space Lines as a flight engineer assistant. You spent years in training before finally getting your shot. An old man wearing a blue flight jacket approached you after one of the mock launch exercises. He presented himself as Kurt Taylor, the president of ITS. Hello, sir. I don't bite, he said, grinning. You mumble something incoherent. Kurt invited you into his office and closed the door behind you. He didn't ask you to sit. I'll sit down anyway. This is exactly why I selected you. I love him whose soul is lavish, who wants no thanks and does not give back, for he always bestows and desires not to keep for himself. He asked you to be a part of a mission to Europa. Despite the Nietzsche quote, you decided to say yes. What's wrong with Nietzsche? There had been 10 Europa missions. This one was to be called Europa 11. This time they wanted to send a manned lander down to the surface. You just wanted to be a part of something. The act of being in itself is not the problem. It's just some ways of being are incompatible with others. You get obsessed by them and miss out on everything else. You came a long way from Tierra de Dios.
10.
Hearing the launch countdown made you anxious. It wasn't a fear going into space. You'd been looking forward to that. It was something else. A thought kept bugging you. Did I feed the cat before I left? It was September 6, 2012, and humankind has never been more united. You, on the other hand, were utterly alone. As for building relationships 390 miles away from Earth, well, let's just say that it wasn't going to be straightforward. God, I hope it works this time. You were on your way to the system bay when the ship first entered the Europa orbit. The central alarm went off and the red lights blinded you. The AI of the Europa had invoked the code red security protocol. All personnel had to go to the bridge. This meant you as well. You reached the end of the hallway, but the door closed right in front of you. You asked the AI to let you go to the bridge. The AI told you that the path to the bridge wasn't safe and that you had to evacuate immediately. what's going on. Its synthetic voice said that trying to get the bridge had been too risky. It wanted you to evacuate. You ran to the escape pod bay. Everybody else turned out to be faster than you. Only one capsule remained docked. It got sealed and attached as soon as you got in. You could see the other escape capsules getting away from Europa 11. You tried to hail them. But no one answered. The other capsules drifted idly, uncontrolled. They were all empty. You tried to reach the command center. A signal had reached Earth, and you even got a signal back, but it was white noise. Communications were jammed. Your pod was about to leave the orbit. In a code red scenario, the AI of Europa 11 was at the wheel of the escape pods. This was to give the crew enough time to get away, to get in their EVA suits. The screen turned blue, which meant the AI had let go. You felt a shock. The debris was hitting your capsule. The Europa 11 mission was over. The big dot on the radar had split into hundreds of smaller dots before disappearing for good. You needed a moment to process that. You sent it a distress signal. No one answered. You kept it running despite the lack of sunlight. If no one found you, you wouldn't need the battery anyway. Cycles went by. You tried to establish communication with someone, whistling your favorite Brazilian songs into the microphone. One day, you heard back. Wow, Brazilian songs? Yeah, that narrows it down. There was music coming out of the speakers. A sad female voice sang about the end of the world. You hurried to open the radar app.
You didn't choose the easy way. It's the end of the world. You almost fast.
Come on, put some pep into it.
And all the stars.
There it was, a spaceship. One of those experimental tourist monstrosities from the 80s. What was it doing there? What was all the singing about? Most importantly, was it docking it a good idea? You figured you did not have much choice.
Hey, Judy, hey, I can't believe it's true. Hey, Judy, hey, all the stars look at you. Hey, Judy, hey, you already someone new.
Okay, here goes. I'm going to stop the video here and hopefully come back to a game that's continuing. So hang on. Oh, it's not not going well. Oh, good golly. Wasn't gonna let me out until I strafed, huh? Hello? No. Sure. Accessing database, the new user was created. Current event count. Hello. Who are you? What is this ship? Hmm. Can I contact Earth? Come on. Oh, for Christ's sake, don't freeze on me now. It froze on me. No, never mind. The Earth is, well, for one thing, it's far. Is there anything else you would like to know about Nandy's homeworld? Who is Nandy? I know it's difficult to read for me too. Can you help me? Hmm. I... Is anyone alive on this ship? That doesn't answer my question. Can you open the door? Thank you. No, no. It's dark in here. Never mind.
Do you dream of distant planets, stars, and galaxies?
No, not
Do
really.
you crave real adventure?
Yes, I
Are
do.
you ready for the most transformative experience of your life?
Oh, yeah.
The ITS Corporation, leader in space transportation and hospitality sector, offers a unique opportunity to become a true pioneer in universe exploration. This fall, we're launching the Nautilus program, a new kind of space voyage aboard luxurious space yachts and cruisers. Touch the stars without having to sacrifice your comfort. No more compromise, only Nautilus.
Yeah, I wonder how much that
International Transport
costs.
Space Lines. Comfort out of your comfort zone. To reserve your seat, visit the ITS Corporation headquarters in Palo Alto, California.
Ugh. Wake up. Wake up and clean. I demand it. Settling, understanding the emerging social class. United Earth Regions, European Union. Yeah, damn it, mouse is a little too sensitive here. Economics in Space by Richard Casey. Standard issue armchair, not installed. Final Frontier, March 1987. Kaizen poster, ITS Press 1986. Any good booze? Turntable. It sure is. Smooth jazz vinyl record from England. Can I use it? Ah. Suicide prevention poster, ITS Press 1986.
This is it, the lobby.
What happened here? Come on, game. You are not running well. But you got me curious. I wish to know more. Hence the question.
Listen to your my sensors detect that you might have anything, so pay close attention to that.
Beg pardon? Can this ship fly to Earth? Probably not.
This is an alternate craft spacecraft.
Yes, it is. But it doesn't answer my question. Are you okay? Well, there you go. Set a course for Earth.
So if our program like they don't find this coin sequence amazing.
Aren't you from Earth? Oh, bloody hell. Oh dear. Where do I go from here? Where does this door lead?
Just behind you.
Where should I go?
My question is, where do you want to go?
Where do I want to go? How do I get to the bridge?
Go times 1055 in the corner.
Am I alone? God damn it, game.
The ball leading to the bridge is downstairs in the corner.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Well, that didn't actually do anything, did it? CRISPR altered houseplant. Hmm. Can you see me?
Your presence hasn't been noticed.
Oh dear. That... Am I in danger?
I don't think there is any trap.
Can you open the door to the corridor?
I would suggest that you reconsider your options here.
What are my options?
Comfort filter or comfort zones.
How are you doing?
I know it's space intentionally but it's going to be a situation under control.
Not at all.
This is important for you.
Thank you.
You're welcome to this.
Partner. That was rude. Uh-oh.
I apologize for inconveniencing you. There is an important piece of information that you didn't get.
What's the information?
As many artificial intelligence are always to be humans were at level, you would appreciate my effort to do so.
I would love to stay alive.
As we have already established, there's something we need to talk about.
What do we need to talk about?
The private must be destroyed and I can bring it back to Earth. Do you understand?
What is whoop, too far. The drive.
So the drive is a gravity-based engine that lets the Nautilus leap through space.
Where is the drive?
The singularity drive is one of the engines. This ship is not allowed it to leap through space.
I understand that.
After we are not going anywhere until you go to the bridge and destroy the drive from there.
I'll destroy the drive.
You have to go to the bridge and help me destroy the singularity drive from there. Is this clear?
No, let's just say yes.
Just remember this one that drive to you can access it from the bridge so we make it overload and destroy it or we can go back to Earth together.
Works for me.
Very well.
You're still not letting me out. Can you open the door?
All right.
Thanks.
You're welcome, friend.
I believe in being polite to people, even if they're AI. They are AIs. Okay, living quarters is that way. I believe you said to go downstairs. Whoa! Whoa, whoa, what's going on? No, seriously, I... Oh, shit!
I feel now it is safe to assume that all the pilgrims who are here on Island are dead at was not to be.
What? How do you know about the Europa 11?
If you be talking about your own ship, the Nautilus might not take it well. I'm getting the Nautilus is a secret piece of metal.
Of course you are. Is the ship okay?
Eagle 11 was a signal to class that is unknown to me.
Not that ship. What just hit us?
Isn't it our old ship?
Probably. Can you open the door to the bridge?
The bridge door won't open like that. It requires a password.
What is the password?
I have agreed. I I can only suggest that you will learn some more.
Okay.
You're welcome, organism. Just don't forget what I told you.
Calling me organism now? God damn it. If I wasn't so curious about what's going on, I wouldn't be playing this. Industrial projector, Komodo group. Gee, what kind of, how low do I have to set these? Sticky note. Move note to terminal. iLock. Well, I'm not going to be able to get through that. Can you open the door to the living room?
So you want this part to be open right of course I can do this I can be able to this part right now, just not like that. They can be waiting which place I haven't prepared the living room yet.
I couldn't read that. Stubborn. Bowl with ITS logo. Traces of dried almond milk. Plastic container used to contain food. Mug. Dried coffee residue. Glass jar. Rotten breakfast cereal. Pool table. Balls arranged in a constellation. Curious. I thought this was the living room. Why is there a kitchen in here? $16mm film. Unknown content. Food supply. Yeah, KZ disconnected. Ready-made meal, ITS stamp. Ooh, please give. Ugh. Secure vacuum oven.
You entered the food is expressful. I fixed the locks, don't break them and will you all be my this time.
I beg your pardon? Sure. Excuse me. You know, I'm beginning to think that this thing isn't quite functional. Windows status, no vulnerabilities detected. Good. I would not want there to be vulnerabilities. aquarium's empty. I'm going to end this video here and probably get right back to it. So, I am the Blues 32. This is Event 0. TTFN. Ta-ta for now.